World Series. Today we play Game 2 of this Cardinal series from St. Louis, and we could not get any runs in the last one. Hopefully we can figure out Jaime Garcia here. That's who we'll be facing for the Cardinals, and Jason Hamill will be opposing him as we look to lessen that gap between us and the Cardinals in the division as it sits at 2 currently. With a loss, though, we might be tied for second, so we really need a win here. Let's go ahead and jump into this ball game here. If the Cardinals weren't so good every dang year, might have a better chance of winning this division, but we just got to start playing better. With that, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out in St. Louis, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jaime Garcia is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he gave us the 5 and dive. Didn't get a decision. He'll be looking to go a little deeper in this one and hopefully end up with a win.
Dexter Fowler will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year.
Fowler.
And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And as usual, it all starts with the pitching. I mean, don't get me wrong, the offense, it's done its part too, but you don't run into a lot of 6-game win streaks where you're just outscoring teams. They've gotten some real quality starts over this stretch.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away, so as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Jason Hayward will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Into the windup and the pitch. And a two-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jason Hamill gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he pitched well enough in his last outing to get the win. They'll take that again here.
Colton Wong comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Pulled toward right center field. Hayward giving chase. But he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Matt Adams will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Third baseman.
Matt Carpenter will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hamill sets. 1-2 on its way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
None out, runners at first and second. Line drive to left. And that's in there, base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is in there.
I'm trying maybe to carry a little of that momentum over from last night. He gets a pitch he can handle right here, and he's going to give his guys an early lead here as that makes the score 1-0 here in the first.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Matt Holliday will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, he had a little bit of a rough one yesterday, but this is a guy they're counting on. He's driven in 9 runs over his last 10 games.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he falls behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soler will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction. And besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Looking to minimize the damage here, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
High in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Cubs nothing. Chris Bryant will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Lifted in the air out to right. Moss is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler will stand in, trying to keep up the hot pace as he's well over 400 here to start the year.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
Tommy La Stella will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Grichuk is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Jed Jerko will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
Jerko.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit out towards second. La Stella has it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting eighth, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Stepping in, Jaime Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. David Ross will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That's just the old high hard one right there, up and out of the zone. You know, those always seem to look good coming right in there at eye level, but it's so hard to get on top of.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Jason Hamill will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Hit hard and caught by Adams at first base. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Colton Wong will get a second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Matt Adams steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Hamill has his target. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 13.
Matt Carpenter stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
Line toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rendell Grichuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
0-1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Dexter Fowler will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 1-0 delivery. Push to the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
What a way to pick up your team's first hit of the ball game. They've been totally shut down to this point, but he makes great contact on this one, and he's going to wind up hustling all the way over to third with a triple.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Runner at third here, nobody out. Grounded up the first baseline. Gloved by Adams. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
First baseman number 40.
Yeah, with the runner going on contact right there, this is going to be an RBI ground out as he's in to score and tie this game up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
2 out, nobody on. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Matt Holliday is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Hamels is ready. First pitch on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Sent on the ground out to second. There is La Stella, and he's set down, one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Our next telecast comes your way tomorrow afternoon in high definition as these two teams wrap up this three-game set. And you get a look there at the expected starters for tomorrow's contest. Brandon Moss is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant in foul ground, and this will wind up a foul ball. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Jorge Soler heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
First pitch on its way. Back to work now is Garcia as he gets ahead on a good pitch that time. It's strike 1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
To short. Jerko has it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Chopped weakly to the left. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
David Ross will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Softly hit out to short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Here's Addison Russell, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now the throw in from Holiday is going to keep that runner from advancing past third.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Jason Hamill stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Adams will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. No matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Dexter Fowler, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1, and he's safe.
This game can be so cruel sometimes. He's got 2 outs. He makes a great pitch. No power in this swing whatsoever. And yet somehow he manages just to basically drop a 60-degree wedge out there, and it's going to wind up driving home 2.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Holiday's after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. In to score is the runner from third. And the run will score all the way from first. Make it 5-1.
Well, he'd been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the 2-run double.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And boy, if these guys turned things around from 24 hours ago. Remember, last night, they couldn't do anything. Wound up getting shut out. Tonight, a much, much different story.
Chris Bryant steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Boy, and after a relatively strong 4 innings, the waters have been a little choppier for him here in the 5th.
It might be time to send out that SOS.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, He doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
6 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Home half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 6-1. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Out in front of it, strike 1. Hamill into the wind. Here it is on 0-1. Lifted in the air to right field. Hayward has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys give me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Brian Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Garcia, number 33, Ryan Pena.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Hit hard to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Colton Wong will dig in. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail 6-1. We'll get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 26.
Jorge Soler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Jorge Soler.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Tommy La Stella steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Hit to short. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, catcher, David Ross.
David Ross will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. There is Jerko. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. To the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Cubs 6 and the Cardinals 1. Matt Adams will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Chop foul over towards the dugout. One and one, here it comes. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Late making contact on that swing, and will do. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Carpenter.
1 away now, and here's Matt Carpenter. And he lays off there, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Line toward the gap in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
He's been pretty much their entire offense here so far. He's got 3 of their 4 hits now. No one else seems to be able to get on track.
Rendell Grichuk stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Matt Holliday standing in now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Brandon Moss will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Addison Russell is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
The 0-1 on its way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And there you go. You've got the pitcher on deck. And this is where you need to be working the count a little bit. But instead, he's chased 2 pitches out of the strike zone.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Jerko comes up with it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Jason Hamill will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
He's set. Here it comes. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, I've got to think this is a lack of communication right here. I don't know if he heard an "I got it" or what, but this should be an easy pop out. Instead, he doesn't even get leather on it.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
That is not a very good read that time on the bases. It was going to be a tough play, so I think he just put his head down and said, I'm going to go for it. But once his ball's caught, forget it. Easy double play.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Belted high and deep into right center. Grichuk looking up. Gone! A 2-run home run that time for Jason Hayward, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Now batting,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Adams is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 8 and the Cardinals 1. Jed Jerko will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Jed Jerko.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 4.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now here's the pitch. On the ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Stephen Piscotty will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 55, Stephen Piscotty.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Colton Wong stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
In there at the knees, strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Matt Adams stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. From the stretch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Well, these guys were a little bit late to the party, but now their bats have woken up, and they've made a game of it after all. You wonder where all this offense was earlier in the ball game.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and that's going to be all for Jason Hamill. He leaves with the lead after 6 2/3 in this high-scoring affair.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
call
for
to the
Cubs,
bullpen now, and they'll
number
make a move for the
37,
left-hander here.
Travis Wood.
Matt Carpenter will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Well, he's already got 3 hits in this game coming into this at-bat, so we'll see if he can get that 4th now against this new guy.
Very weakly on the ground. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Wood gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Fowler on the run, and that retires the side. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now an 8-4 score. Jonathan Broxton will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jonathan Broxton.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Broxton's ready. Here he comes 0-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter.
A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. Jorge Soler stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And there's no doubt Broxton really bringing it, and it's strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Here it comes on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Tommy La Stella gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Towards second, Jerko is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Leading off the inning, Rendell Grichuk. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Scorched to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 7.
These guys have been on a real sweet run this past week or so, but starting to look like the winning streak's going to come to an end after 6 games.
Matt Holliday digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Brandon Moss will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's set, and the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Hit hard toward the right side, and Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The catcher.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Justin Grimm is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Justin Grimm.
Yadier Molina will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ball game. Maybe something will change for him.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Slow roller left side. Bryant is up with it on to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. David Ross stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
David Ross.
Kyle Schwarber will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Broxton sets. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Holiday, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Now batting.
Wow.
Shortstop.
And how he managed with that swing to wind up with a double is beyond me. Hey, that's baseball.
Here's Addison Russell. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
No one out with a runner at second. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
On the ground to the left side. Taken in by Carpenter. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Matt Caesar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Matt Caesar.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side.
Oh, that's
foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field. And this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Two out with the man at first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moss moves over. And that's the third out. One left for the Cubs. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Diaz will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Clayton Richard will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Clayton Richard. Leading off the bottom of the ninth inning for the Cardinals.
To short.
The shortstop.
Russell's got it.
72.
And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Settling in now, Colton Wong. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. And they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
The first baseman,
Matt Adams strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Back goes Fowler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Matt Carpenter makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Jason Hayward. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 8-4. Good night from St. Louis.
Here now is the final line score tonight.
All right, guys, and the Cubs win. Get a win here against the Cardinals as we were able to touch up Jaime Garcia, although not all his fault. An error by Jed Jerko really kind of opened the door for us, and we took advantage of it. They opened the door for us, and we took that thing off the hinges, scoring 5 in that inning, in the 5th inning against Garcia, and then tacked on a 2-run homer from Jason Hayward in the 7th, I believe, to give us the lead for good. Matt Adams gave us a little bit of a scare there, hit that 3-run homer off of Jason Hamill in the 7th, which ultimately led to the end of his day, but the bullpen came in and did a good job and shut them down. Hamill now 3-0 on the season, so he's having a really good season so far. Jaime Garcia took the loss in this one. He is now 0-1 on the season. Looking forward to tomorrow, a matinee game here that will feature Kyle Hendricks, who's 1-1 this season. Had a rough start his last time out after outdueling Zach Greinke in his first start of the year. He'll be squaring off against Mike Leake, the Cardinals' off-season acquisition. I guess was to replace John Lackey in the rotation. He's 1-0 this season, but has been touched up a little bit in his previous 2 starts as well. So yeah, it's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.